Hello, Pokemon trainers. Welcome to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Welcome to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video here on iStarly TV. It was raining for literally 2 seconds. I guess it's kind of like California. I live in California, and this weekend it rained a lot, more than us Californians knew what to do with. Everyone drives horribly in the rain because we don't get it a lot. But anyways, yeah, I have another Battle Stadium singles video here for you today. My Road to Master series where I climb the online Battle Stadium singles ladder to make it to the top, or at least to make it to Master Ball rank. So let's get right to the team. And this is a team that I've been playing a lot on Pokemon Showdown, and it's been doing really well. Now here's the thing I'm a little afraid of. When I built the team and played it on Showdown, 2 of these Pokemon were completely different, and I switched them out for Pokemon that I thought would do better. And honestly, on Showdown, I've only played a couple games with the new Pokemon, but I had like Garganacl and King Gambit in place of Magnezone and Annihilate, and I just really almost never brought them, and they were just never that great, honestly. And so I switched them for Magnezone and Annihilate, and unfortunately, or like I said, I haven't really played too many games with Magnezone and Annihilate, so hopefully they work well. They covered weaknesses or issues that I was thinking the team was having, so hopefully that kind of like works. But either way, this is a learning experience, and I do think this team is really good. And I guess the Pokemon I'm featuring most of all that's not very common here is Gardevoir with a Choice Scarf. You probably saw, as I was going through each of those Pokemon right now, you probably saw the sets, but I'll talk a little bit more in detail about them in a second. But this is Choice Scarf Gardevoir. It's a timid nature. I was trying to run... I actually messed up the EVs because I went max special attack and max speed, which I think is just fine. In Showdown, I had like just enough speed to outspeed Dragapult with a Scarf, and then like max special attack, and then the rest in HP, but I think this is fine. Gardevoir is not super tanky. From the defensive side, it's really weak. From the special defensive side, it actually has pretty good special defense, but either way, this set is actually really solid. So Moonblast, Psychic, Mystical Fire, and Trick. And I actually lost to a couple Choice Scarf Gardevoirs in the past on Showdown for Battle Stadium singles, and they just really caught me off guard. Like, they're just faster than everything. Fairy's just such a fantastic offensive type, and so, you know, I wanted to build it myself and try it out because it just seems really good, and I actually think it's in a pretty good place. There's a lot of Dragon-type Pokemon in the meta right now. There's Hydreigon, there's Dragapult, there's Garchomp, there's Dragonite. There's so many dragon types, so just being faster than all of them and being able to knock them out with Moonblast is fantastic. Of course, I've got that Psychic type coverage as well in the form of Psychic. I originally had Psyshock, but I think Psychic is fine for now. Psyshock is better against Clodsire, but I don't know. Hopefully I scare away Clodsires by virtue of simply having this Pokemon in the first place. And then my third move is actually Mystical Fire. So both of these moves are resisted by Steel. And so I wanted a move that could hit Steel types. Of course, if I'm thinking of something like Goldango, Shadow Ball is a good option. There are also a lot of Ghost types in the meta, but a lot of them, such as Dragapult, are hit by some of my other moves. And Mystical Fire seems solid because it will always lower the user's or the opponent's special attack stat. So if I hit a Goldango with this, if I don't knock them out, then I will also lower their special attack, which is pretty good. I guess I should calc it, because if Shadow Ball kills Goldango, that's probably better than just lowering the special attack. And because Goldango has 2 super effective moves for me coming back, so I don't know. But either way, Mystical Fire has been solid, and you know, Steel types in general don't want to take a Mystical Fire. I guess this also makes me better against something like Corviknight, for example. And then finally we have Trick, which is also proven to be a fantastic option for Gardevoir. You can trick your Choice Scarf onto a Pokemon like Garganacl or Dondozo, or just any slow setup Pokemon, and just basically make them pretty much useless, which has been really clutch for me as well. So Gardevoir is actually pretty solid, and hopefully we can show it off in this video. Aside from that, I actually bred a shiny Skeledirge, or rather a shiny Fuecoco, and once again, if you've been watching these videos, the past few videos, I've had a lot of Skeledirge on my teams just because it's really good. This is just such a fantastic Pokemon. I don't think I can say any more than I've already said. This one's different though. It's actually Terra Water, which I found to be a pretty solid Terra type as well. Usually I was going Terra Fairy, but I've switched to Water, and that gives me a better matchup against certain Pokemon, though admittedly it does give me a little bit of a worse matchup against others. So it makes me worse against Pokemon like Rotom and Magnezone, but it makes me better against something like Goldango. So it's the same moveset I've been running, which is, max HP, just about max defense, and a little bit in speed, which allows me to outspeed other Skeledirges. And then finally I have Slack Off, Torch Song, Shadow Ball, and Will-O-Wisp. Pretty self-explanatory, and it's shiny, so, it's beautiful. I usually like running leftovers on it, but this time I'm running Rocky Helmet because the next Pokemon I'll talk about actually stole those leftovers, and that is Salamence. In my last video, I featured a Choice Spec Salamence, and I actually never even brought it to any of the battles, so I'm gonna have to bring that one back at some point just to show off how good it can be. This one though is actually a bulky Dragon Dance set. So we have Substitute, we have Dragon Dance, and then we have Dual Wing Beat and Earthquake, which can cover each other pretty well. I'm also running Terra Fire just really for defensive purposes, but there's probably a few other Terras that could work decently well, such as maybe Terra Steel or even Terra Fairy, which I've tried. Maybe at some point we can run Terra Blast. But the goal for this set is just to set up a Substitute, and then like on a predicted switch or on a Pokemon that can't really do anything to us, and then just start setting up Dragon Dances, and then Dual Wing Beat's a great coverage move, Earthquake is a great move as well, and hopefully sweep with that. I love Salamence, so I like to try out a lot of different things with it. I also think Intimidate is just really good. So yeah, we're gonna try that out. It's been okay. It's been good for me. I mean, honestly, I haven't brought it too much, but when I do, it has been pretty solid, and I have gotten a couple sweeps with the Substitute Dragon Dance combination. Next, we have another shiny. This is Shiny Magnezone, which I caught in a Mass Outbreak using my Mass Outbreak method. And this set is pretty standard Assault Vest. I did get this set from Regs13, who I've mentioned in a few of my other videos. He's another awesome Battle Stadium singles content creator. Love his videos, and he's been using this Pokemon a lot, and it looks really good. And one Pokemon that when I switched out Garganacl and Kingambit, I wanted a Pokemon that could take special hits really well, and Magnezone seemed like a great option. Plus I had a shiny in my boxes, so I was like, might as well go all the way with this. Actually, I think I need to put a mint on it first. Otherwise, I'm not going to be taking those defensive hits really well. So before I start the battles, I'll have to put a mint on this. But there's Magnezone. It's got 4 moves. It's got Analytic, max special attack, so it takes special hits really well, and then it hits really hard with Analytic. And if you go second, it of course hits even harder. Which is great for a slow Pokemon like Magnezone. Then we have Hydreigon, which this is a pretty standard build. Max special attack, max speed, Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, Flash Cannon, with the Terra Steel type. Now, the difference is you'll notice Eject Pack on it, and this item has actually been awesome. I haven't seen too many people running this. Usually people run like Choice Specs on Hydreigon, which I'd love to try. I mean, as I've said in the past, I love Hydreigon. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, but Eject Pack is actually really good because what it does is when your stats are lowered, you automatically switch out. And so the goal here is to go, like, if there's a point where I'm going to want to go for Draco Meteor, it's perfectly fine because I can go for Draco Meteor, hit something really hard, and then I automatically get a free switch into something. So that kind of mitigates the special attack drop from Draco Meteor. So I think this is a pretty good set, and I've been enjoying it online. It's been really solid, and this is a team in previous teams that I've shown, usually I'm like trying to feature like one Pokemon, and so usually I tend to want to terrestrialize that one Pokemon. But this is a team where like all these Pokemon have really good Terra types, and except maybe Gardevoir, and so I'm fine with terrestrializing almost anything. And there have been a lot of games where I've terrestrialized Hydreigon, and it's just so good. I mean, Hydreigon's one of the best Pokemon in the meta right now, so it goes without saying that it's a great one right now. Finally, we have Annihilate, but this is a different set than you typically see. This is not a bulk up variant. This is actually just max attack, max speed with 4 moves. Like, it's Stealth Rock, Taunt. Taunt is just really good in the meta right now. I wanted a Pokemon that could set up Stealth Rock, and I didn't want the typical ones like Glimmora or even Garchomp because I already had a couple dragons on my team anyway. So I just wanted a Pokemon that, again, could get up rocks, but also could, do some work by itself. And this Pokemon, it's just a strong Pokemon, I don't think too much more needs to be said. Running Eopapa Berry, I honestly think bulk up sets are probably better, and maybe I should have been running like some HP or some bulk investment, but I like this. We're gonna try it out, and in the couple of games where I've used it, it's been pretty solid so far. Drain Punch and Rage Fist, I don't think need much of an explanation. Drain Punch for longevity, although close combat's another good option as well to hit really hard. So yeah, that's the team, and like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with it. This Pokemon is great, it's kind of unexpected, and you can kind of just destroy things with it without people expecting. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. I'm going to go ahead and switch my Magnezone's nature, and we're going to get some battles going. And battle number 1 is off to an interesting start. My opponent has Torkoal and Abomasnow, 2 Pokemon you don't typically see in the meta, both of which can set up weather of some sort. Then they have Whiscash and Dondozo, which are, I mean, different Pokemon in what they can do, although they look very similar. I'm afraid Whiscash might have Fissure, which is a move that I definitely hate. Maybe Dondozo does as well. But either way, let's think about what we want to bring here. From my opponent's standpoint, I mean, Haxorus and Garganacl are 2 big threats. I guess Dondozo is also really good too. So we might want to think about, like, you know, what are my biggest threats against my opponent? I actually think I like Gardevoir here because it can hit everything pretty hard. I guess maybe except for the Torkoal. But then it also has Trick to kind of, you know, throw a Choice Scarf onto like just about any of those other Pokemon that don't want Choice Scarf. I also think Annihilape is decent as well. Kind of like Annihilape here too. I like Magnezone. Yeah, this is a tough one. That Haxorus is scary for sure. So I think I want to bring Dirge for that, and Skeledirge is just really good. If I Terra Water, it's good against the 2 water types as well. So I like Dirge. I think I like this, like I said. And then finally, I don't know. I think we just want to hit hard, but I'm going to bring Annihilape. I actually should have led with Annihilape. Ooh, I don't know if I got that in time. Oh, I hope I did. If we lead Skeledirge here, that means I didn't register the team in time, and it just chose the first 3 Pokemon for me. I was like at the very last second there where I clicked confirm. So I really hope this went through. I should have led Annihilape though, but once again, I was running out of time as always. So they lead with Whiscash, which is really interesting, and I'm gonna go Gardevoir. So it did work, it did register, which is great. I don't love this lead. I never thought I'd say that, but I don't love this lead against Whiscash. By the way, I like Trace as an ability as well because it gives us the opponent's abilities, and there's a lot of really good abilities running around right now. I don't think I want to switch into anything. Like I said, I feel like this is probably going to have like Fissure or something annoying. It's possible it has Dragon Dance as well, and if that's the case, that's great for me because with Choice Scarf, I will outspeed it. I think we just go... I think I go Psychic here. They don't have a resist, and I get the chance of lowering their special defense. It's a little bit less powerful than Moonblast, but they're doing about the same. And I do get the special defense drop. That's great. Let's see what they do, though. They go Stealth Rock. Okay, interesting. But I'm fine with this because I think I kill them since their special defense was lowered here. And like I said, they don't have a switch into Psychic, so they don't really want to switch anything into this. So I like this position right away. You just don't see Whiscash enough to really know what it does. I know Whiscash, I mean, obviously it has Stealth Rock. It might have Spikes. I know for sure it gets Fissure. I know it gets Dragon Dance, but I don't think that's a good option for it. Whiscash, hot take though, I don't know if this is a hot take. Whiscash is a better catfish Pokemon than Dondozo. Dondozo's so ugly. All right, they're thinking here, probably because of what I said. Like I said, you know, they don't have a switch into Psychic, and this thing is likely dead if it stays in. So that ended up paying off big time for me. Had I gone for Moonblast, which I was actually thinking about, I probably would not 2-hit KO them. So yeah, this is great. So worst case scenario, they just get it, or worst situation here was that they just got up Stealth Rock and that was it. And now I'm faster than their entire team and I can go Psychic. The worst scenario here is if they go Haxorus because I'm locked into Psychic. But I mean, Psychic will hit Haxorus decently hard. If they're adamant Haxorus and they like set up a Dragon Dance, there's a chance I outspeed them after a Dragon Dance because I have Choice Scarf and I'm timid, but we'll see. We'll see what they go into. Haxorus is probably the scariest thing. Just about everything else, I'm just going to spam Psychic. I mean, even against Haxorus, I'm going to spam Psychic. I did also say that Skeledirge is good against Haxorus, but also I need to keep in mind that with Unaware, if they set up Dragon Dances, if they have Moldbreaker, yeah, they do go Haxorus. That's terrifying. Okay. I can switch, but also I think I'm just better off going just... Do I burn my Terrastalize right now? Because Terra Water's pretty good on this because it can take neutral hits from Haxorus. I'm going to Psychic and see how much it does, and then if they don't go Dragon Dance, or something like maybe I'll Terrastalize the next turn to get the kill on them, because I don't think Terra boosted Psychic is going to one-hit KO them. It does a lot of damage, so it might have... Okay, they do go Dragon Dance. That is horrifying. Again, if they're adamant, then I should be faster, but if they're jolly, they're probably faster than me now. Also, if they're Terra Steel, that could be scary. They are going to Terrastalize, so again, if they're Terra Steel... the thing is, if they're Terra Steel, well... If they're Terra Steel, they could... Oh, they're Terra Electric, interesting. Oh, that's actually horrifying against my Skeledirge. Because I think Haxorus almost always has Earthquake. Terra Blast, that's interesting. Well, I mean, this is going to destroy me because they're at +1 attack and I don't have a physical defense stat. Yikes. Huh. I don't think Annihilate can live a hit. Am I just going to get swept by this thing? So honestly, I might have been able to save myself if I had Terrastalized Gardevoir and gone for the Psychic. I either kill them or I get off enough damage that Rocky Helmet maybe knocks them out. Well, actually, if they're going to go Earthquake, then it doesn't matter. Actually, okay, I might have a chance here. I go Skeledirge. They do have Stealth Rock up, which is really annoying. But what I'm going to do is actually Terrastalize. I mean, it's really my only hope at this point. Terrastalize. Assume they're going to go... If they have Earthquake, they're probably going to go for that rather than Terra Electric. And then just go, I think, Torch Song. It's got to be, right? I am max HP, max defense, although once again, because they have Mold Breaker, they ignore my Unaware. So I basically don't have Unaware against them. So I'm not going to take this hit as easily as I normally do. But I'm just hoping that they go Earthquake here. If they just go Terra Blast, honestly, which they probably... Okay, they do go Earthquake. That's cool. Okay, let's see. If I don't live this, that's game. I take that really well. How? I need to knock this out. Okay, I was gonna say I need to knock this out though, because if I don't, then they just kill me. Because now I'm a water type and they know about that, and they just easily go Terra Blast. So, all right. See, Haxorus is scary. I was showing it off in my last video, and it was pretty good in that video, but also I wish it could have done more. And you see right there that, you know, Haxorus can be an absolute nightmare of a Pokemon. Their last is Abomasnow. They're probably faster than me, though. That rhymed. If I'm faster, then they're dead. Oh, yes. No! Are you serious? What? Okay, that was on me. That was on me. That was on me, everyone. That was really stupid. I mean, yeah, I should have known when they didn't get up the snowstorm. So that was on me, absolutely. But wow, are you serious, dude? Wow. Okay, well, Annihilate gets to do something here. I do have Drain Punch, of course, but and I'm gonna be faster than them. But I mean, I guess they don't have Blizzard, right? Wow. I don't kill, so I gotta live a hit here. Annihilate does have decent bulk. If they just go Energy Ball. Oh, thank God. Okay, thank God for one-hit KO moves. Am I right? Just kidding. I think that was Retribution from that previous battle where I lost to a Fissure. That was a wild battle. Okay, I call myself a Pokemon fan, and I know Abomasnow has Soundproof. I should have known. I should have been smart enough to think about that, but I wasn't, and I didn't. So, yeah, Soundproof versus Torch Song. That's pretty awesome. Honestly, you know what? I kind of feel like they have that Pokemon just for that situation where they can catch Skeledirge's Unaware, no pun intended. I bet I'm not the first person to click Torch Song against a soundproof Abomasnow. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life. But anyways, that was a fun one. Let's get to game 2. Interesting. We've got an interesting team here. They have Bisharp, which might have the Eviolite item. You know, I heard that because I wanted to try Eviolite Bishop as well, or Bisharp, but I heard that like the bulk is pretty comparable to King Gambit, so you might as well just run King Gambit. But anyways, their team is scary. They have another Haxorus. Is Haxorus picking up? Did all these people see my last video, and now they're playing Haxorus because it's that good? Anyways, this is another Gardevoir game. Gardevoir is solid here. I'm going to lead Gardevoir. I think that's a pretty good option, and just click Moonblast. Thing is, if I lead Gardevoir and they lead Hydreigon and they make a good prediction, they could Terrastalize right there, and that could be really scary. But I think just Gardevoir is in a good spot against this team for sure. I'm pretty sure Skeledirge is also good, although once again, that Haxorus is scary. But I do like Skeledirge, and then I also think I like Salamence. Of course, they do have 2 dragons, and they have a fairy type. Huh. So, I mean, Magnezone's just not great, though. Hydreigon's not great because they have Haxorus. Although I'm faster. Oh, it's got to be these three, I guess. Yeah, I think these are the best for this occasion. It's just the tension is... I think I want to terrestrialize both Salamence and Skeledirge. And so, yeah, that's going to be a little rough. We'll just see here. But if I can score a knockout with Gardevoir, then that's just perfect. They lead Haxorus. Interesting. I wonder if they're like Choice Scarfed. I traced the Mold Breaker. That kind of doesn't matter. So with the last set, or the last battle, like I said, so wait. Okay, that scared me. I was like, is this going to go on infinitely? I'm just going to Moonblast. There's no reason not to. I guess unless they have like Choice Scarf, or maybe they Terra turn 1, which would be absolutely terrifying. If they go like Terra Steel turn 1 and Dragon Dance, then that's horrifying. But we'll see. We'll see. What else can we do here? Okay. They don't have a Pokemon that can resist Moonblast, so this is just still fantastic for me. They go Azu, which I don't really care about. I guess they could have, if they're Choice Band... Ooh, that doesn't do that much damage. Now, I mean... I don't want to switch in Dirge against a water move, although once I terrestrialize it, it's great against Azumarill. I can send in Mence here, but if they go for Play Rough, then that's obviously awful. I think I just go Mence, though, anyway. Because now I know two of their Pokemon. Salamence is only good against Haxorus if I can either get off Intimidate against it or if I can like set up. But we're going to see what happens here. I think the Intimidate's important here, and we're just going to see what they do. They go Liquidation, which is great. Doesn't do anything. And I do have leftovers. Luckily, I do not get the defense drop. And then I think I just go Dual Wing Beat here. I don't think they have a single Pokemon that resists it. And if they stay in, they might die. Oh, they have Bisharp, of course. But I have Earthquake for Bisharp. Just go Dual Wing Beat, just play it safe. Obviously, I don't want to substitute or Dragon Dance against a Fairy type. And of course, I mean, I'm staying in against a Fairy type here, but they're at -1 attack, so they're going to want to switch. But even if they go Play Rough, and even if they... I don't think they kill me with Play Rough, because again, I am bulky. I'm like almost max HP, and then a little bit in... a tiny bit in defense. And they're at -1. So I think I'm just in a really good position. And like I said, they don't really have a Pokemon that can take Dual Wing Beat here. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a solid position now. Thing is, if they go Haxorus, they should be faster than me because I'm not running max speed. I'm running just enough speed to outspeed Dragapult after one Dragon Dance. So if I can somehow sneak in a Dragon Dance, then that's fantastic. They do go Dragapult, who's not going to enjoy taking a Dual Wing Beat from Salamence. It does about half total, but now they have their Salamence in against me. Huh. I love me some Salamence, but I think it's time to let it go. Yeah, just looking at their team. Yeah, Water Skeledirge is great against them. Unless they're like special Dragapult like me. I'm just going to go Wing Beat again. By some miracle. What are you doing? Are you serious? Why would they do that? Okay, I need to hit these. Oh, thank God. Because there's a chance I miss those, because Dual Wing Beat's like 90% accurate. I don't know why they... I guess they were trying to think super far ahead. They were going super like 5 head. They were like, okay, I'm a super fast dragon against them. I know they're leftovers, so they're not faster. So I can just set up a Dragon Dance and you know, expect them to switch out. But yeah, I don't... Yeah, that was okay. I mean, I guess if they were thinking that far ahead, and if there was a world where I do switch out into Gardevoir there, that could be horrifying for me, because then their Dragapult's faster than my entire team. They go into Haxorus here. This is actually a little scary, because... Do I set up Dragon Dance? Could go Terra Fire. I'm just going to Wing Beat again. Worst case scenario, they Dragon Dance. Oh, especially if they're like Terra Steel. This could be really bad for me. Terra Ground, interesting. Okay. Well, now Moonblast isn't that great against them. Okay. But now Torch Song from Skeledirge hits them. Oh, First Impression, interesting. Ooh, that does nothing. All right, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about this now. All right, Wing Beat does about half again, perfect. And then I just go for it again. And now if they Dragon Dance, they're dead. They could go for a Dragon type move. Huh. I can't check their Azumarill's health. Because I'm like, maybe I just Terra Fire to win the game, just to show off my Salamence. But no, this is fine. I could have Terra Fired there, but I think I'm just in a fine position now. They're locked into Outrage, so I basically get a free switch into Gardevoir. And you know what? Since I'm showing off Gardevoir, here's what I'll do. Well, because I was like, I can go into Gardevoir, go Terra Psychic. But no, I don't want to mess around with that. Because if I go Terra Psychic, Gardevoir, and then they happen to kill me with Azumarill, then I lose the game because then my Skeledirge can't Terrasilize. So just to guarantee I win this game, I just save the Terrasalization for Skeledirge. And so now they go Azu. They cannot Belly Drum because they've already lost some health, and I'm gonna hit them with a Psychic first, so they can't Belly Drum. So basically the worst thing they can do, which would be Belly Drum, is out of the equation. And they could Aqua Jet, but I don't think that's going to kill me. And then they could just Liquidation again, but also that's not... I mean, that might kill me, sure, but then I go into Skeledirge, I Terra Water, and then probably just kill them with Shadow Ball. It doesn't do a lot. Maybe they're Assault Vest. Okay, scary stuff. See, and... I mean, given how well they took that Psychic, it's possible they survive a Terra boosted Psychic. So, yeah, scary stuff. I'm also Rocky. I think this game is mine because I'm Rocky Helmet. So they're gonna hit me with a move, and they're gonna take Rocky Helmet damage. Even if they like out predict me or whatever, and they go Play Rough here, which I don't think they'll do. You know, I should still take that because I'm max HP and just about max defense. And see, this is where I think it could be a little scary had I been Terra Fairy like I normally am, because then if they go Play Rough here, or I'm sorry, if they go Liquidation, then, you know, I take neutral damage from that. So that could be really scary, but I do resist that, and they're dead. So awesome game there. Yeah. Once again, we got to show off Gardevoir, and you know, that's always the question. That's what I've been starting to notice with these battles is like, you know, you have a lot of Pokemon with like smart Terra types. You're like, oh, I want to Terrasilize this into this type to catch these Pokemon off guard. But then when you get down to a battle, you know, sometimes there's that tension where it's like, I want to Terrasilize this, but if I Terrasilize this, then I can't Terrasilize this other thing. And both of them are going to be great. Both of them would be great for me. So I kind of like need to make that decision. So sometimes it's a little bit of a decision to make. But anyways, that was fun. Let's go to game 3. Alrighty, so looks like our last opponent is going to have the scariest looking team that we've faced so far. They've got a lot of annoying Pokemon, a lot of Pokemon that are just, frankly, just really good. They've got Dragonite, they've got Garganacl, Kingambit. All of these are just not fun to go up against, to be honest. So let's see what we got here. Salamence is nice with the Intimidate, but Kingambit can have Defiant, so that's something we don't really like. I would like to get up Stealth Rock, notably for the Dragonite, but also for the Gengar if it has Focus Sash. I kind of want to lead Annihilate, but then they have Meowscarada and Dragapult, both of whom are likely to be leads, or even Gengar, all of which are just too good against Annihilate. I like Salamence. Would I Terrasilize? Maybe. I also do. I think once again Gardevoir is good. Gardevoir is great here. So the thing about Gardevoir though is that, you know, Fairy's good against some of their Pokemon, and then Psychic is good against the other ones. And if I use Psychic against one of them and they switch into like a Dark type, then that's awful, and vice versa. But I still think Gardevoir is great. I think I'm just gonna lead with it. I think that's just a good spot. And then I think Skeledirge is good. And then finally, let's go Hydreigon. See how it goes. And we get the Gardevoir lead against Dragonite, which is awesome. Watch, see, look at that. That's one of the reasons I wanted to try Trace, because now I have multi-scale. Of course I'm gonna go Moonblast, but well, you know what? I'm gonna trick. Dragonite typically they're going to terastallize right away. Dragonite typically just has a lot of shenanigans. It's rare. I don't think you ever see. I guess it's possible to see choice band. Oh, you know what? Maybe they are choice banded. Okay, if they're choice banded extreme speed Dragonite, then this was a lost cause for me. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, they go extreme speed. I might just die here. Although once again, I have multiscale now. Okay, that's hilarious. I only survived that because of multiscale. I think locking them in a choice scarf is... Yeah, let's see what they had. They did have choice band. Okay. I don't have a... Oh, I have a ghost type. Perfect. But now I have a choice banded Gardevoir. It's going to be death fodder later, I think. Like later, if I need to get some switch initiative, I can just switch into that to die. It's faster than a couple of their Pokemon too, so maybe I can make that play as well. But basically, they're forced to switch out here. And... I'm tempted to just Will-O-Wisp. No, I think I just Torch Song. But they have to switch out, which is great for me. Yeah, so that's a good start for me. I think it's better to, you know, switch in Skeledirge and get off no damage or take no damage than to just let Gardevoir die there. Wow, Gengar does not take that well at all. Gengar does typically go Destiny Bond. Should I play around that? I think I should. Let's look at their team. At this point, I think Gardevoir's kind of just dead weight anyway. I'm going to go Gardevoir here. The reason for this is I'd much rather have Skeledirge at full health, and if they have Destiny Bond, I mean, that's just really bad for me. Not only that, but like Gengar is a special attacker, and Skeledirge is great at handling physical attackers, but not really at handling special attackers. So I kind of just think this is my best kind of play. Even if Gardevoir dies, that's fine. They do go Destiny Bond. All right, cool. So this is going to force them to basically kill me. Although Destiny Bond's a tricky one to play around. My last Pokemon is Hydreigon. Huh. Yeah, Destiny Bond's definitely annoying. I'm just going to go Psychic. They're probably going to kill me. But then I think they can just Destiny Bond, like, anything, right? Am I going to lose to Destiny Bond, right? Like, how does it work? I think Skeledirge is just too important. I'm gonna Draco just because of Destiny Bond. Like, I don't know if Draco Meteor plays around Destiny Bond. All right, so they do go Destiny Bond here. I'm probably dead. I hate it. I hate Destiny Bond. So stupid. I'm probably gonna die. Yeah, I'm probably dead. Yeah, there it is. That's really annoying. I mean, I know Skeledirge is pretty solid against Dragonite. And then we just have to hope Skeledirge can help handle their last Pokemon. Another Pokemon that was giving my Skeledirge trouble was Kingambit, because before Terastallization, I'm weak. I'm weak to Dark, and then after, if I Terra Fairy, then I'm weak to Steel. So, oh no! Oh, I meant to Terra there. Oh god. Okay, I might have messed up here. Sorry, I was paying attention to something else. I got a notification on my phone, and I was looking at something else. Yeah. Oh god. Well, luckily I take that really well. So now I know they're locked into Earthquake. I'm just gonna Terra now and go Slack Off. So I guess in the end, it's not that big of a deal. It's just that had I Terra'd first, I would have taken that Earthquake really well, and then I probably could have gone for Torch Song after this. But so it's kind of just like I lose a turn of Torch Song, but wow, they actually go Kingambit though. They might have Guillotine, whatever, however you say it. But since they already Terastallized their Dragonite, we know that they can't Terastallize this. So I'm free to just go for Torch Song. Because I know this thing sometimes learns or sometimes uses Guillotine, I think I'm just better off spamming Torch Song to try to kill it. If I lose to another one-hit KO move, dude, oh my god. I should be faster, though. Torch Song will do a lot, though I don't think it'll kill. Oh, they go Kowtow Cleave, I think that's how you say it. That does a lot of damage. That does a lot of damage, wow. Because of Rocky Helmet, though, I think I'm free to just slack off. And then they eventually maybe kill themselves with Rocky Helmet damage, yeah. It'd be nice to burn them, but I just can't mess around. If I do anything other than slack off, then I die. So yeah, this is good though. I'm in a really good spot. I could see myself winning this game. If they hit me with another contact move, they're dead. And if they're like Choice Banded, yeah, it looks like maybe they're Choice Banded. I mean, that did a lot of damage. And so now they're dead. I set up a slack off and then they go into their burned Dragonite. Wow. So this was a scary team. Destiny Bond's really annoying, but we might have done it here. Let's see. Yeah, they go Dragonite, and they are burned, so honestly, I can't see us losing this game. Like, even when I was a fire type, their Earthquake didn't do that much to me, so basically no matter what they go for, I'm pretty sure I can take it really well. They are Terra Normal, but they are burned, and they're no longer Choice Banded. That does nothing, okay? I'm also at +1 special attack, so now all I'm going to do is just click Torch Song, Torch Song, Torch Song, and that should win me the game. Because their multi-scale's broken, and they take neutral damage from Torch Song now, so it's possible this one kills them, or if this one doesn't kill them, the burn plus the Rocky Helmet does kill them. So great game, great game. I think, you know, a lot of maneuvering there, a lot of switching. As you could see there, in every single game, I brought Gardevoir, and it was actually really good in just about every game. Dragon types are just so prevalent in the meta right now. And I think Scarf Gardevoir is just in a really good spot. Not only dragon types, but also Fairy is just a generally great coverage option, and Trick is very good against Pokemon like Garganacl and, you know, just it's good against a lot of things. As you can see, it was even good against Dragonite there. So that was fun. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos like this one. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this team, but also let me know if there's other Pokemon you'd like to see me try. We're about halfway through the month, which means we're about 2 weeks away from the new series with Paradox Pokemon, which I'm super excited for. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.